Hello. Should be live now. I'm thinking maybe maybe it would be a good idea for me to set up some kind of like countdown. Might save us a little bit of time at the start of stream because it takes a little bit for some people to come in usually. So maybe that's something I'll do at some point. I think it might be a good idea. I don't know if anybody knows what I mean, but alas. Hey, Valor. How are you doing? Okay, looks like everything's working. Hey, Santi. How are you doing today? As I was saying, I was thinking maybe I should have some kind of timer or something for the stream, like before starting. I think that might be a good idea. Don't know what the fastest way to make something like that would be, but I'll look into it. Because I think it'd help get some people in and waiting, so we don't have to wait on stream. Oh, sorry. I went to sleep late last night because I had to let people in to have some family visiting, so. Yeah, so I can wait. Yes, exactly. I might do that. Might be a good idea. Anyway, today I figured we'll just write some more emails. I have more emails to write, specifically for my training video sales letter on my website, which I need to make. There was a lot of people yesterday. Yes, it was. We peaked at like 68 viewers, and it was like a 23 average, which is pretty good. Nothing to sneeze at. So yeah, nice. Making a web? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by web? Like a website? I already have a website. We are redesigning it though. Yeah. So it's basically finished. There's a little bit of tweaks I want to add, but I already had like 3 videos or something on web design. So I think it's just, I don't want to keep doing it. Hey Protheon, what's up? Hey Green Dude, welcome everyone. I was just talking about how I should probably have some kind of stream timer. I think that might help. Hey Crackbot. Might help if everybody can like gather in, because as soon as I hit the button, obviously not everybody's ready. Maybe if I had like 5 minutes after I started stream, I just had this overlay which was like a 5-minute countdown, might help so we don't waste a lot of time. I'll see though. Anyway, progress. So spent all last night editing videos again. Finally, I am through. I finished all of them. I have about 40 something clips, but it's all finally done. So that's awesome. I'm happy to finally have that over with. I'm actually going to make a quick document for myself with the stream markers. 7:08:25. Okay. So I figured we're going to write more emails today. And I was also thinking maybe we could have like a little bit of a like Q&A session if people want. Because I don't know how long those emails are going to take. Last time it didn't take too long, but we talked for like 2 hours before getting into it, so it was kind of the same. But so essentially today's stream is going to be kind of similar to yesterday. In terms of what else I did, so I spent a little bit of time this morning, about a couple hours, redesigning my logo. Since we're redesigning the website, I figured out we might as well redesign the logo as well, because it's a little clunky. So I'm in the middle of redesigning it. It's going well. It's practically finished. I just have to find a new font to use for the actual writing. I help. What do you do? Some kind of web design or branding? You want to help with the logo? So I made the logo. I can show you guys the progress of it if you want. Show you what it looks like currently. I think it's quite nice. I haven't converted it to vector yet. I don't know how to use the vector software super well. I use Inkscape, but I really don't know how to use it super well, so I kind of just build everything in Photoshop and then I put it into Inkscape, and then I draw around that. But I used all of like the correct proportions and stuff in Photoshop. I know it's like a really shitty way to do it, but like I'm not a branding guy, you know. I just don't have the skill set, so I'm just doing it for myself. But let me show you quickly what it looks like so far. Gotta wait for Photoshop to open. Export. Just give me a quick export. Desktop. Yes. So again, it's not vectorized. It's raster. So I'll fix that later. Don't worry about that. But anyway, here you go. Here's what my new logo is looking like right now. I think it's a nice improvement over the previous design. I personally really like it. But yeah, just thought I'd show it off. Anyway, it's a big improvement over the previous one, I think. Which, if anybody hasn't seen the previous one, let me show you that as well. Just noticed you finally wore a blue shirt. I wore a blue shirt a few times. This isn't the first time. Who was that guy that had the blue name and the blue wrench? That's some com dude or crackbot. He's a mod. That's why he's got the little wrench. Just helps me out sometimes. He's a friend of mine. Where's the other logo? So I need to still come up with the font because I don't know if I'm going to use the same font still. I'm just going to show the logo comparison. So here's the previous one. Let me put them side by side so you can see. So here you go. This one was just very detailed and it didn't scale well. So that's why I like this one more. I kept the same kind of concept. Hey, Aaron. Kept the same kind of concept as a snake that kind of wraps around itself, but I made it more simple. So now it's just does a circle loop in the beginning. These are all like perfect circle proportions. And I made it bite its own tail because here I had a little Ouroboros, but it was so difficult to see. It's like tiny. So I decided I'll just make the main logo do that, do the thing. So yeah, nice improvement, I think. Who thinks more light? Well, it's a dark mode site, so this is gonna go on a black background. That's why it's so dark. I also am gonna have multiple variations of it, like I had with that logo. I'm gonna have a gold version, gonna have a silver version of all the different brand colors that I have on my site. So anyway, that's that. Hey, com dude. Love how you jump between chats. Okay, my bad. No, yeah. No, it's gonna go on a dark mode website. So not sure how it would look on a light mode. Probably that color wouldn't work too well because it's a little skinny. Unless the inside was black, but I don't know how that would look because it's not a complete circle. The logo feels like you'll eat yourself the more you grow or something when I show the logo to ChatGPT. Well, look, I don't know what it's supposed to symbolize. I remember I've thought about it before. How it's like infinite. The way that I imagined it was infinite growth. You know, the more you just get to constantly feed yourself with yourself and just grow infinitely. That's kind of what I had in mind. But, you know, the symbolism means different things for different people. Anyway, who cares? It's a logo. No one's going to pay too much attention to it. Anyway. So that's that. That's kind of what I did. You guys, you know what time it is? AC time. Give me a second. You know what I think it is? I think it's this giant beam of light shining in my face. I think that's what's heating up this room significantly. That's got to be it. But yeah, I need to figure out a font to use for it now because I don't think the old one fits too well anymore because it's very geometric. Like it's a serif font, but because it was all caps, it looks very square. Whereas my brand is supposed to be kind of like premium and more sleek, kind of modern. So for some reason the stream freezes 1 to 2 seconds for me. Oh, is it lagging a lot? If it is, I genuinely have no idea why. Like, it just happens sometimes. Am I super laggy? Is it bad? Is it, do you think it might be your internet or is it my internet? Hope it's not my internet. I think so. Yours or mine? Let's also take a look at our campaign progress. Didn't get any replies today. Oh, got a reply from someone. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Maybe me. I don't know. I hope it is you. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that I don't want the stream to be shit for everyone. Okay, so we got another reply. I see now. But I don't know how to interpret this. Huh. It just said, sorry, how may I help you, please? Okay, anyway. How many emails you send per day? It's ramping up, so our email campaign right now, I think is sending, let me check, about 54 emails a day. It's going up to 100. We want to send 100 a day at our peak. Right now it's sending, I think it sends an extra 6 every day right now. And it's at 54. Quick question, what happened to the first client? Well, we're still working on it. Yeah, I gave her some stuff that she needs to do first before we start improving the campaigns. So once she does that, we'll work on it a bit more. So let me take a look at this message. What does this mean? Campaigns. Let me reload this. So I send the email, says, hey, John, quick one. Came across your site while looking for landscapers in Liverpool and spotted something that could help you book more jobs without wasting time on the wrong people. Can I send you a 3-minute video showing how it works? Then I said, quick reminder, did you get a chance to look at this? And he replied saying, sorry, how may I help you, please? So, yeah, I don't really know how to interpret that. I'm guessing he didn't see the one underneath. I should probably reply to him. Hi, John. I reached out as I came across your website and have an idea that could help. That could help that could help you book more jobs. Hey DJ, what's up? Let me take a look at his website real quick. Yeah, okay. Fine. Reached out as I came across your website and have an idea that could help you book more jobs. While avoiding I reached out as I came across your website and have an idea that could help you book more jobs. I just send him the video and see how that turns out. He interacted back. This is true, but he doesn't seem to like be aware of what I asked. Because like if he didn't see the previous email, then I don't think that that's interest. Because the way he responded saying, sorry, how may I help you, please? Seems like he only saw my follow-up and not the rest of it. So I'm just like, I don't want to be too pushy, because if I just send him the video, he might think it's a scam or something. Hey, John. Hey, John, reached out as I came across your website and had an idea that could help you book more jobs. Help you book more jobs with better quality, with less annoying clients. Maybe. I think that's kind of funny. Book more. I reached out as I came across your website and had an idea that can help you book more jobs with less annoying clients. What do you think of that? I don't know why I'm struggling so much with writing this email. More jobs. Jobs with less annoying clients. I could try that. Just wanted to know if you'd be open to sending you a 3-minute video showing how it works. All the best. Me. Hey, John, I reached out as I came across your website and had an idea that could help you book more jobs in brackets with less annoying clients. Just wanted to know if you'd be open to me sending you a 3-minute video showing how it works. All the best, Deborah's. Not gonna lie, that outreach method with short explainer looms is goated to anyone selling any service. Try it, guys, if you haven't yet. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Our response rate is not bad. So far, I'm getting 1 lead approximately every 100 emails, which is not too bad. And a lot of these people are landscapers, so you got to keep in mind that some of them are only going to reply after some follow-ups. So I might start getting some more later. I think that's a yeah, I think that's fine. I'll just send that. Yeah, I'll just send that. Okay. So that guy replied after a follow-up. So yeah. We have one guy who I send. I need to set up another campaign now, which I move people into when I send them the video and they don't reply. Because that's what we wrote yesterday. I should make a new campaign for that. So we could send to those people automatically, because otherwise I'm going to get confused. I'm going to like forget to follow up with these people. So we got one guy who doesn't seem to yeah, one guy who hasn't answered. Another guy who asked us a question showing interest and hasn't answered. And this guy who just replied after follow-up. So that's it for now. We have 5 replies in total, 1 neutral, 2 positive, and too negative. So we are starting to get more replies at least. We've sent 270 emails in total. And our campaign is about 1% finished and 243 people have not been contacted yet. We're going to need to get more emails. I was thinking of moving on to the US, start from Florida. I have some emails which I've gathered already from there. Need to start putting them through my personalization automation. That rhymes. And that's hopefully going to work out better. I might end up buying some more emails because they're not super expensive. Like I might buy another domain and more emails so we can send more messages. Like if I could get up to sending more and more and more and more, do so much volume that you can't fail. So might actually end up doing that. Maybe buy another domain and give it another email or something. I'll have to look into that later. Anyway. So, what is it that you do, Proteon? Just out of curiosity, because you seem to know about the Loom outreach. So I'm just curious as to what you're doing that you know about email outreach. Let me prep my emails. It's gonna be website, probably. Branding, website, training VSL, training VSL, follow up. VSL email, follow up template. Seems like no matter how much you work on shit, it's just never good enough. Like you always want to do more and more and make it better and better. I hate that I'm such a perfectionist. I really hate the it's good enough like rhetoric. I really hate it. I always feel the need to do extremely well. I also realized I left my VPN on. That might be why the stream might be a little laggy. I'm gonna turn that off. It's gonna restart on Twitch, unfortunately. So Santi, if you're there, probably gonna restart as a new stream on Twitch. Just letting you know. We back? Everything good? Everything okay? Are we back? Twitch cut out like usual. I don't know why. I think YouTube reconnects pretty well, but Twitch always cuts out for some reason. Anyway, maybe that's why it was lagging. I just forget about my VPN sometimes. Maybe that's not why. I don't know. Maybe it is. Who knows? Anyway. Let us prepare here. I might be using some people's emails as an example. Because I really don't know how to write this kind of sequence. These sequences tend to be quite long, and it's one that you frequently want to update. You want to just put more and more and more into it. So I'm gonna have to take a look at some of the emails that I have opted into, and maybe we'll be able to steal some of them. The Amazing Fart. What a name. Nice. Great name. I love that. The Amazing Fart E. What's with the bruh, though? What do you mean, bruh? Just came in and said bruh. Amazing fart. Yeah, that's his name. Just said bruh. I don't know, maybe he just said bruh and dipped as well. No idea. You know what? I'm gonna draw a fart cloud because of that. We haven't drawn anything on the board in a while. I don't know if that looks at all like a fart, but kind of just looks like a ball sack sideways, but anybody who comes in can ask what that is. I won't have an answer, but they can speculate. Add me again, haha, joke, you decided. Oh, you want your name up there again? Yeah, it really doesn't look like a fart, but whatever. It looked better in my head. Ugh. Well, it should get so tiring. You know what? I think I might be better off just buying a fuckload more emails and just putting all my effort into getting more emails and setting up more campaigns to contact people faster. Genuinely, the amazing fart. Thanks for the follow. That's you up there. I dedicated that to you. It genuinely looks like a ball sack mixed with my poop. It really does look like a sideways ball sack. You're not wrong. I didn't do a good job. Anyway, let me take a look at my emails. Actually, I'll just, instead of looking at my phone, I'll just pull up my actual account. We're gonna go through it and see who I can copy out of my lists. It's nice that copying competitors is so easy for the most part. Like if you just find them, that's all you really need. Which if you just like stuff to make the algorithm think that you're into that shit, it's easy. I should probably set up some kind of newsletter as well, get in the habit of doing that. Invite people to my newsletter. I have the training video sales letter that I'm showing people right now. Let me actually take a look at how that's doing. I haven't checked my website analytics in a bit. Anybody go to it? I don't know what this even is. Here's somebody from India who... Did they opt in? Is this the person that opted in? Yes. And then I don't know how much they watched. If they watched any of it. Anyway. So yeah, I got another opt-in. And nothing else too interesting going on there. Okay. I should like work on my SEO a little bit. I should do a little more effort to, finish up my website so I get it launched. It's because I'm not focusing on the website because I usually give my website to my girlfriend to do. But she's been busy doing like a template for landscapers. So I'll show you how that looks once it's finished. I think she said she's nearly done. Maybe we should get it done today. Not sure. Oh. I don't want smart features. Fuck off. Smart features? More like fart features. I almost said farts features. Okay. So, how far do I have to go back? Let's check this guy first. Go back to the very beginning. What if I just like shamelessly copy the entire email? Just grab all of it. We'll have to rewatch it. Or alternatively, show images. Ah. Okay. All my entire team, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna probably copy some of it. Don't know how much. Hey, Islamic bro, how are you? Give me a second, I'm gonna blow my nose. Which one is it? This one. I'm good. Hey, look, different view. Not many of you have seen this one before. I can see your messages. I don't know how much sense this even makes to have on the YouTube Shorts one because the messages kind of go up there anyway. But whatever. We're back. So, ChatGPT. Open that. This might actually be fairly easy because I'm just probably gonna steal a bunch of emails from people that I've already signed up for like their trainings and whatnot, and just dump them into ChatGPT and rewrite them. Probably what I'm gonna do. Shameless. Where is email follow-up sequence? Now I need an email sequence to send to people who opt into my training ESL on my website. Here is an example email for you to use to write the first email. Do one email at a time. Here's an example email for you to use write the first email. Did you turn off this Twitch live stream? My friend's asking if you did. No. If anybody was there on the previous one, it's because I turned off my VPN. And when I do that, the live restarts. So you have to go back to my main Twitch dashboard and you're going to see a new live up. So that's why that happened. It's kind of annoying that it's like that, but yeah. I don't know why. Like, YouTube just reconnects, but Twitch doesn't for some reason. What's with the line breaks being weird? Huh. Yeah, those are really weird line breaks. Hmm. Probably gonna have to change my video sales letter with my new offer now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update it. All right. Can you rewrite the email without the PR? Just show me, just write it the way the email will look. Probably gonna be kind of stinky to start with. I hate when it uses the word fluff. It's such an AI word. It really loves to use the word fluff. Super annoying. Okay, let me just... want to have these side by side. Does it even fit? Yes. I never noticed that Gmail doesn't like reformat on different screen sizes, like on the smallest ones. That's interesting. Anyway, so empty board. Email 1. After sent immediately after person opts in. Hey, confused creature. Nice to see you again. Is the subject line. And make it easy for myself, I'll just say SL. Okay. Subject line. Get 5 new clients. Name. Guide. And bonus. Hey Moby, nice to see you again as well. We're doing boring shit, writing more emails again today. Oh man. I really just wake up sometimes and think, man, I don't want to do this shit. Oh yeah. Oops. Didn't write much. Thank you for reminding me. Zoom in a bit. Yeah, so sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I really don't want to do this shit. You ever get those days? Probably. I get that all the time. Does this finally work? What finally works? The stream on Twitch? Is that what you're talking about? What works? I keep looking at this GIF and it's really distracting me. It's the GIF with Jim Carrey. Give me a second. I'll show you what it is. It's on my screen because it's in the email. It's really distracting me. Just keep looking over to the right Good thing I can finally watch this. Yeah, sorry. It's because I turned off my VPN. The stream restarted. Yeah, this is very distracting. It's like I keep looking over to it. I really can't focus. Probably not good to put that in the email because no one's going to be able to focus on reading. Anyway. That's not funny, Balor. So you're Balor's friend. All right. You guys in the same class? You the same age? It's kind of funny actually. I forgot that you guys can communicate now because the chat shows up on screen. Yeah. Okay. So, writing. Name. It is a funny name. Where did you come up with that? Did you come up with it when you were like 8 or something and just like couldn't change it? Why'd you change that name again, bro? Yeah, actually, I want to know. I think that would actually make a funny name for like a legitimate channel that posts frequently. The heck is going on? Yeah, they're just you know, discussing their name. Don't worry about it. I made it when I was kidding with this son of a gun. You know, I had a Twitch account as well. I don't know if I can log into it, but I remember when I did a little bit of speed running on it when I was younger. I don't know if anything is still actually there. It was anonymous. So I actually don't want to share the name because it was anonymous. It was me playing stuff, but I had this really stupid mask on. It was really funny. I found it hilarious anyway, and the name was great. I really don't think I should share it though unless I take everything down from it. Because I'd like to keep it anonymous. Actually, no, and if that's the case, if I want to keep it anonymous, I probably shouldn't tell anyone. Maybe I will use the account again someday. I don't want any association with it. You never know, maybe on the side, I'll have some kind of, you know, second streaming career where it's anonymous. Wow, you guys are really going in. Brutal. Got some drama in chat today. Keeping it interesting at least. My name. You made arguably the smartest move. You just made arguably the smartest move you might ever make for your business. You guys have at it. What else can I do? I just look over occasionally and see what you guys are talking about. I need to get rid of this GIF. Fuck it, I can't focus. I hate writing emails. I should probably change my thing. I forgot to do it yesterday. Are you guys from the same class? Like, I know you're friends, but are you the same age? Hey, green dude. Is it the same green dude from the YouTube one? He decided to move to Twitch. Some beef going on in chat. Yeah. Sure is. Yeah, now I'm on both for some fucking reason. Alright, fair. Hey, yo, one, what's up? How you doing? How do you get ratioed in Twitch chat? How does that work? Did I miss something? Oh, fuck off, these stupid bot comments. I wish I could delete them. I have to open up Twitch to be able to do it. Maybe I'll just open it. Don't click on that. Why can't I delete it? How do I delete this shit? I need to do something like ban the phrase cheap viewers. Where's my blocked terms and phrases? Cheap viewers. And remove the space. There we go. They always put it in brackets. Okay. That should hopefully improve that. Besides that, can I ban this freaking dude? Ban. Nice. Can I do thing marketing as a main source of income? Do you rely on it, or should it be something on the side? It really depends. Like, you can make it be your primary source of income if you want. You know, you could run it like any other business. It depends on how much time you have, how much resources you have to dedicate and such. For me, it's my main thing. This is my only job right now. I'm trying to make it work so that I could make a living off it. My Discord server used to be full of bots that sent stuff, and some admins weren't doing their jobs. Yeah, mine is still fairly small, so maybe I should create some kind of verification system. Might be a good idea. But it's small enough that maybe it's not going to be an issue for now. I could have it so that everybody who joins doesn't have access to do anything unless approved. Is that how you... Oh, really? Is that how you spell it? The Balor. And am I pronouncing it right? I'm leaving. You're not getting my notes. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water. I'm back. What do you need the notes for? What class is this for? The fact that on Twitch chat you're in your chair, but on YouTube chat you're not in your chair yet. Yeah, the YouTube is a bit slower. Yeah, this is true. But on Twitch, I'm also extremely contrasted for some reason compared to YouTube. I don't know why. YouTube looks more like it actually does on my OBS screen, but the Twitch is super heavy contrast for some reason. Left for real. The arguing got to him. Me and bro are best buddies for. Yeah, you know that you are when you constantly argue and make fun of each other. Not argue, but like make fun of each other. That's the best. That's the best metric you can use for determining the strength of your friendship. My bedtime now, bro. Got to go. All right, see ya. Yeah, don't get your ass whooped. Bye. Since I have dengue, my blood platelet count has decreased 10k below the safe level. I'm getting lectured for it for some reason. What do you mean lectured for it? What is there to lecture? It's not your fault. Balor did leave. He had to go to he had to go to sleep. I don't know Indian parents lecture about anything. This is I mean, I don't know about Indians, but I grew up in the Eastern Europe and my mom lectures about everything as well. Parents are so strict. Who lets their child sleep at 6 p.m.? Yeah, it's way too early. I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand. Like, does he sleep like 14 hours a day? But the strictness, he has the brain of a goldfish. Maybe it's because of the obscene amounts of sleep. Maybe he sleeps so much that his brain's starting to melt out of his ears. So now what? I remember the first time I saw that guy's name in chat, I thought it was Baller. Can't remember after 1 hour. I mean, he's not hearing you anymore, bro. Just so you know. He is gone. I'll give you some info. The literal equivalent of that friend that bullies you but doesn't let anyone else bully you. You get bullied by him. I had a friend who I'm still friends with now, who the beginning of our relationship was exactly the same. He would bully the shit out of me, but then we grew up to be very good friends. Um, for an 11-year-old, that's too early, bro, in my opinion. That's exactly, it actually happened even earlier with me. He started bullying me, we were like 8. So, it's not too early. It's scare away Jonathan. It wasn't fat, I stand my ground. Why don't you just not be fat? Work out. I was too skinny, that was my problem. Yeah, who's Jonathan? So what idiot doesn't have notes in 5 subjects? I mean, why don't you help him out instead? Help him write the notes. Be a positive force in his life. Um, where's the play then write? I'm watching you. Wait, what do you even do? Can you tell me what you do? Yeah, well, right now, a bit of a boring day. Yesterday was a little better, because we had more activity. even though we were basically doing the same kind of subject. But yeah, I'm building a business from scratch. I genuinely have no idea why Balor finds this interesting at all. Feel like he is too young to find this kind of stuff interesting. But yeah, I'm essentially just showing the inner workings of my business as I'm trying to get it off the ground and make money from it. Well, I don't have notes in 8, so... What do you mean by in 8? Are you trying to say you are 8? Surely not. Wait, really? Yes. So I quit my job about half a year ago, and for the last few months I've been trying to start a business from scratch, and I'm just showing everything that happens within. Total opposite of his personality. Never thought a dumbass like him would take an interest in that. I mean, I'm just surprised that because of his age that he finds it interesting at all, but he's been here every day, and you know, we talk about a lot of marketing stuff, a lot of business stuff. He's going to be really ahead of the game by the time that he gets older if he takes such an interest in this stuff. Oh, nice, I guess. Yeah, I'm assuming you're around the same age, and you probably think that that's like insanely boring. Like, why would you give a shit about a business? Like, you'd rather go fucking play video games or watch unicorns or something. I don't know. I don't know what 11-year-olds do nowadays. I played a lot of Minecraft when I was 11. Definitely didn't watch stuff like this, that's for sure. Innate subjects, okay. How old are you, Green Dude? Sure he comes every day? Yeah, since, well, he missed one day, I think, because he got his ass beat and his phone taken, but whenever he can be here, he is here. Been 14 2 days ago. Ah, happy birthday. Good for you. Floor's never consistent with whatever. Well, guess he found what he really likes. Same age, okay. You're the same age. Well, it's nice. Look, I think it'll be really helpful for him. I don't know if this is the kind of stuff that you personally would be interested in. You're saying that you find it weird that he is and you guys are friends. I don't know. Are you that kind of friend where you're like opposites of each other? That's kind of how I was with my friend. Um, yeah, we're totally opposite. Like, bro, I'm smart but fat, and I'm gonna be honest, ugly. And then there's Belor, lazy, inconsistent, dumbass. Memory of a goldfish, remembers of nothing after a lecture, but for some reason is fit, handsome, and athletic. Hey, athletic is all to do with your work ethic. If you're fat, just work out and you will be fit and athletic. Can't do much about your face without plastic surgery, but being fit, losing weight, making sure you're in shape does wonders for your face. Does a, huge improvement. So, you can be that. Make up for your downcomings or whatever you'd call it. I like your streams because you're the only dude I've ever seen that actually listens to comments and talks to viewers like normal people. Well, how am I supposed to talk to people? Am I supposed to talk to you people like you're aliens? Yeah, let me start communicating in clicks. But you know what? We don't put enough effort in to be inclusive. 2025, all about inclusivity. We need to start worrying about the aliens. Gotta make sure that I put in some kind of like sounds so that, the aliens could keep up with everything as well. Other people over exaggerate everything. I can kind of over exaggerate at times. I don't know what you mean. Maybe you haven't been here long enough to see it. I don't know. Are you used to the guys that like read some kind of comment and then hop on their desk and start twerking or something? I don't know what kind of people you watch. I don't really watch a bunch of like streamers, so I don't really know what's popular and what people watch. I'm jealous of Belor where he lacks in brain cells he fills up with Riz. Like, how the hell did he have so many female classmates confessing they have a crush on him? Look, it's all, you guys are young. Don't take it too seriously. Look, brother, just work out. It's really not that complicated. Work out, lose some fat, get fit, and you'll have an easier job. Also, typically, I've noticed, could be wrong, but usually the smarter kids tend to struggle with women more because you look at everything very logically, and women are not logical, and you don't understand how women work yet. So that you're gonna have you're gonna struggle a lot. It's very feelings based, so the dumber kids would actually usually be better at it. Just so you know, it makes sense. Don't worry about it. Buller's genuinely nice. I mean, he only bullies me, but doesn't let anyone else bully me. Thank for not becoming a class hanger for jokes and insults. He's genuinely nice, but he's dumb. Look, he'll get smarter, you'll get fitter. Just balance each other out. I remember when I was a kid and I met my friend, my best friend. I was like a complete pussy. I was like super skinny, very scared of everything. You'd flick me in the shoulder, I'd start crying. I was like complete loser. And he was the opposite. He was like super confident, very tough. Didn't take bullshit from anyone. Always did whatever he felt like doing. He was more of like a bad boy type. And I really feel like we were just a perfect combination because he made me tougher and I softened him up. And I think it was just this perfect balance. So you guys can be that for each other. You can try to help him with his studies, help him become smarter, think about things more. Look, I don't know. I'm taking your word for it. I don't know if he actually is a dumbass or you're just making fun of him. And maybe he could help you, with your social relations and getting more fit. Maybe you guys need to do exercise together, help each other out, He is a dumbass, no joke. Okay. I can't really listen to you because he's not here to defend himself, so. Okay, anyway, I copied most of this, so I need to rewrite some of it. Writing emails is so fucking boring. You know what's really annoying about starting your own business? Is the fact that you have to do everything yourself because you don't have any money. So I have to be an expert at fucking everything. I have to be an expert at marketing, at copywriting, at advertising, at fucking everything. Literally everything. Have to know how to do everything. You probably won't check this live stream. Yeah, but you know, it's not fair to listen to people when they to listen to someone talking about someone else when they can't defend themselves. So I'm gonna turn on the AC. But yeah, these kind of streams are more like background noise. I think that the standalone, I've mentioned this a few times, but I think the standalone videos that I'm gonna make from the streams are gonna be a lot more fun to watch. This is more like if anybody has any questions or just wants to hang out or just have some background noise. That's kind of what that's kind of who it's for, you know, and also as evidence, mainly what it's for. All right, let's see what we can do. Want to know something? Sure, depends what it is. That you know, it could be anything, as long as it's not weird. And I guess weirdness is subjective, so I don't know. Go for it. Now that I think about it, this can probably kind of double as a newsletter. Yeah, it could double as a newsletter. They just wouldn't get this first email and then probably the second one. Man, I really don't want to do this. Ugh, God, it's so fucking boring. I'm like dying. I'm losing brain cells. Jesus Christ. Did that guy that I messaged tell me to fuck off yet? Probably. No. Alright. Or tell you he had sisters. Yes, he did tell me. Want to know something? One of them got caught making out with a 10th grader. Yeah, yeah. My God. She was so hot. No comment. They are underage. So can't comment. I don't even know what they look like anyway, but yeah, okay. He did tell me. I knew about this. I don't know why the parents were so mad though. She got in a lot of trouble for that, I heard. Like, that's not 17-year-olds making out is not that weird. Like, that's pretty normal. Vishy, gay. I vaguely recall you saying gay in the Discord like a couple hours ago. I didn't get to like open and read it, so I don't know what you were talking about, but is that right? They're genuinely no joke beautiful. Well, look, brother, they're a bit old for you. Maybe when you become 18 and they'll be what? How old are they? Like 17, you're 11, 6-year gap. So when you're 18, they'll be 24. You'll have a chance then. You'll have to wait a while though. Even then, it's a little unlikely. You're probably gonna have to wait more like till 24, and by then you're gonna be a completely different person and probably have completely different interests and preferences. So just forget about it. Get over it. It'll never happen. Isn't it bedtime for you, Vishy? Yeah, sorry, I crushed your dreams completely. I know. But I'm just being realistic. I'm pretty sure 17-year-old being with an 11-year-old is a crime. Yeah, no, I think it's like a 4-year gap that's acceptable. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a long time, brother. College is boring. Yeah, I get you. Class tomorrow at 9. You're saying it's boring, but like, how's it going in general? Are you settling in okay? What is Balor even doing here most of the time? No offense, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but this live stream is boring. Basically, Balor just watch you build a business from scratch. Yeah. No, the live stream is pretty boring. The thing is, we usually have a little bit more banter, like at the start. And sometimes we have more interesting, like, topics. Today is just kind of lame because it's fucking writing emails. Nobody likes to do emails. And if you do, you're like, I don't know, some kind of like alien or something. Nobody likes nobody likes writing emails. I haven't met a single person who does. But sometimes we do like web design. And what else have we done? Like building some automated systems and stuff. That's a little more fun. We have a bit of banter sometime as well. Have a swimming class. I don't know how to swim. Why do you have a swimming class if you don't know how to swim? That sounds like odd. As an adult. Like as a kid, perfectly normal. As an adult, unless you're going to learn how to swim. But I'm assuming that's not what's happening here. But yes, Balor is usually just hanging out here, talking to us, talking to everybody else. Like I said, usually there's more people. Seems a bit dead today. Maybe because the subject is really boring. Maybe because it's a Thursday. I don't know. Maybe Thursdays are rough for people. I'm also like kind of lower energy today just because I'm really tired. Didn't sleep well. So yeah, not much goes on. Plus, anyway, he's usually only around for like an hour because he has to go to sleep at like 6 o'clock. So use ChatGPT. I do for assistance, but it's not good for stuff like writing emails because it's not human enough. You can use it for, like, as you said, it's a great tool. Yes, you can use it as a tool, but using it as a replacement is not a good idea. It's just not good enough yet to be that. But yeah, no, I use ChatGPT as assistance. it can really help. Like, you still need to be good at this kind of stuff and writing to be able to recognize what good writing is, but ChatGPT can spit out some ideas, so you can kind of just pick, you know, oh, that's kind of good, like that one, mix and match them, you know, and then you have something nice. So, what the hell is CC though? That's the first time I'm hearing of that. So Vishy, you said you have a swimming class. If you don't know how to swim, then it's probably more of a drowning class for you, isn't it? That doesn't sound nice. Your college is really like torturing you, if that's the case. Swear to God, don't use it. I don't even know what it is. I didn't even notice, but this guy has been sending emails every single day, pretty much. He's got a long campaign for this. Very long. Drowning class. Yes. Hey, Checkered, what's up? Good night, Auntie Debbie. Hey, good night, Vishy. Hope you have a good time tomorrow in drowning class. Best of luck to you. Send videos of you drowning. I'd love to see it. But yeah, not much. Checkered, how are you? Writing more emails. Super boring. No. No. Ah, come on. Don't be stingy. It'd be funny. Drowns. Well, don't actually drown. Hey, football vibe, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm good, buddy. I'm gonna go to the gym later. Nice. I really need to start going to the gym. I need to start working out. I really just keep like skimping out on it. It's brutal. Well, what's your deal, football vibe? What do you do? School, college, work? Searched up your name. ChatGPT said it sounds Lithuanian. Are you Lithuanian? How are you so good at English? I am Lithuanian, and it's because I didn't grow up in Lithuania. I grew up in Ireland, so that's why. You know what? Fuck these emails. I've had enough. I'll maybe work on it a bit more later. Let's just hang out. This is insanely boring. I'm just not in the mood today. I need to do some more editing later anyway. What? Why are you saying that like it's some kind of like incredible news? Like it's unbelievable. Like I just told you that I found a unicorn or something. I found a minotaur. Minotaur. Minotaur or minotaur? I don't know. One of those. You know what I'm trying to say. It's burnout. It's not burnout. It's just, this is fucking boring and I'm tired. I was working this morning as well, so it's just, I didn't sleep well. Didn't sleep well. Worked this morning. And now I have to do something insanely boring. So it's a combination of those things. So screw it. I'll do it later. Let's just talk for like an hour and then I'll do some more work later. Writing emails and stuff is just really fucking boring for stream. It's insanely boring. Hey Adam, what's up? Hey again, football vibe. You didn't answer. What do you do? You in school, college, work? What do you do? Same with you, Adam. What do you do? I mean, the gym is good. I get lazy too. That's why almost every day goes a 1v1 brain versus body. It's just so like, can we talk for just a second about what? We are talking for many seconds. What do you want to talk about? Maybe I should just do push-ups. Maybe that's what I should just do right now. We could, yeah, how about, what if we all did push-ups and we saw how many everybody could do? Do it on stream right now. How old were you when you went to Ireland? I was 7. So it's a long time I spent there. Student, what do you study? I'll cook you guys. It's been a while since I've done push-ups. Last time I did it, I think I did like 52. What's the business all about? So, we're doing a digital marketing agency. I'm kind of fucking fed up with it. We were writing emails. I'm done for today. I did a little bit of work this morning. Whatever. Campaign is going. It's fine. We're not gonna do much today on it, but so we run Facebook ads, run to landing pages for landscapers, try to help them get more clients. Running an agency. If you need a website, I'll create it for you. I have a website, so thank you, but no thank you. I'm also a web designer, so yeah. All right. Yes. Before the gym, I used to do 200 almost every day. Well, when I say 52, I meant in a row. It's 200 every day. That's fine. Good. How do you get a lot of emails? I built an automation on one of the streams. It was one of the first streams we built. We actually spent like a week building it, I think. I'm gonna make like I'm gonna make shortened streams. I'm gonna shorten the streams into smaller videos so that they're digestible. So I could show some of the systems I made to get emails of decision makers and such. You need a thumbnail designer for a video. I don't have any money, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't have money. I haven't made any money with this business yet. So we're still waiting. I should probably look into getting more. 69 push-ups right now. Again, brother, I have no money, so I can't. Uh, 69 push-ups. I don't think I could do 69 push-ups, honestly. Very unlikely I'd be able to do that. Where do you try to teach people to make money yet they insist on asking for money? I mean, your video signal issues right now. Yeah, it happens. What can you do? Yeah, I mean, I'm not even trying to teach people. Like, I think I know stuff, but unless I can actually do it, then, you know, I'm not in a position to teach it. It's mostly just me learning and then showing what I'm doing and then hoping it works out. To be a good digital marketer, must I be good at SEO? No. There's different skills. You can be good at SEO, but there's different skills. Like web design is still a form of marketing. Advertising is a form of marketing. SEO is a form of marketing. These are all different skills. The more skills you have, the better, but you don't need to do it. Do one. Okay, I'll do one push-up. That's fine. I don't think you'll be able to see me do it. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. There, I did it. You'll have to believe me. I swear I did it. I promise. Hey, Sagar. What's up? How you doing? What's your favorite gym exercises for muscle group? Or muscle group? I used to really like doing pull-ups, but I really don't now. Because they're hard again. I like what's easy the most. So probably chest is the easiest. Then I would say back, unless you're doing deadlifts, and then legs. Legs blows. I hate doing legs. It's always so painful. Especially Bulgarian split squats. God damn Bulgarian split squats, man. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. I would say getting really, really good at one thing is better than splitting your attention. It's like you should get really good at one aspect of it and then learn other skills later. Don't talk about legs. I got legophobia. My legs are naturally kind of big proportionally, so I don't need to work them out as much, but I hate doing it every time. Stop doing pull-ups also because I'm over 100 kg now. Why? Lose some weight then. Work out more and eat less, and it'll solve that problem. You do chess? I know how to play chess. I'm not super amazing at it. I had a time like a few years ago where I got into chess for a bit and I studied it for a little bit, but I never got like really good. So didn't put a lot of time into it. I have this like weird anxiety of losing. I don't know why. I think the ELO system really makes me uncomfortable to play. My mom doesn't know how to spell Bulgarian, so she calls them burger lunches instead of Bulgarian lunches. Work out more is easy part, but eating less is a nightmare for me. Why? Just eat less. Look, eat only healthy food and you will lose weight. I guarantee that the reason you're overweight is because you eat too much fast food or you eat too much food with loads of fat in it and loads of carbs and not enough protein. If you only eat healthy food and only non-processed food and don't like put, you know, hundreds of milliliters of cream into everything and eat enough protein, you will lose weight. Like I don't think it's possible to eat like genuinely healthy balanced meals and still be severely overweight. I just don't know how somebody could do it because like it's so much food that you feel like throwing up. It also gets really like boring to eat at times, especially if you only eat like 2 dishes a day like I do. I get kind of sick of the taste. Hey bro, want to know my opinion on Balor sisters? Green dude, I do. I don't because they're underage, so I don't really think that I need to know. But you're welcome to share with Green dude if you wish. What games do you like? I really like indie games. And my favorite games are Metroidvanias and roguelites. My favorite game of all time is Hollow Knight. They can get my mom doesn't know how to spell Bulgarian. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, they can get overweight because of hormone imbalances. But not easily. Hormone imbalance is like people who are fat who say that it's because of hormone imbalance, they're using it as an excuse. It's incredibly rare to have some kind of hormonal issues that are so bad that it makes losing weight like significantly more challenging. It's almost never like a super big issue. Maybe it can make it a little tougher, but not like substantially harder or impossible, which is what a lot of people claim. Total bullshit. Anyone can lose weight. They're genuinely beautiful, really tall, 5'9" to 5'11", not sure, but they're tall and bold, like real bold, fierce, straight to the point. It's like when one of them made out with their crush. All right, well, I'm happy for them, I guess, if they're doing well. What happened with the emails? We stopped because I got insanely bored. I think the emails are like, look, I think what I might do is work on the emails off stream and then show you guys what I wrote. Because like writing the emails, like I did an email stream yesterday and that was insanely hard to get through. And today I'm just super tired. So like, fuck the emails. I'm sorry. I know you came here for emails probably, but I think I'm better off just writing them off stream and showing them, because I'm just, when I get tired, when I don't sleep well, I find it really difficult to focus on engaging and writing stuff and like working on stuff. So it's just a shitty day for it. It's all good though. I already made the paragraph. All right. You really love talking about them, huh? What is that emoji? Pew pew pew. Nice. Hey Gamp Show. What's up? How you doing? Yes, very much. Are they like your favorite people or something? Sounds like someone's a little obsessive, maybe. It's okay. It's fun to have crushes when you're young. Doing well. Nice, nice. I'm glad. Good to hear. Watching from South Sudan. What's it like over there? Where even is that? Great. I look up South Sudan and the first thing I see is 10 people killed and 14 wounded in cattle raid. I hate how the news are always so depressing everywhere. Like why? Why are the news like this? It's like Central Africa. All right. And what's it like? You like living there? I know nothing about Africa. Hey Tailpo, what's up? Green dude, why are you deleting your messages? I didn't see that one. I saw a glimpse of it, but then didn't get to read it in time. Sure. Would you rather live somewhere else? Because that sounds like a very, like, kind of response. Alright, good talk. I gotta study for the next test that he didn't do his homework yet, but I did bet $10 doesn't do his homework. Alright, yeah, cool. Look, maybe we'll see you around. Maybe you guys are gonna argue and chat again at some point. Nice to see you anyway. Hope you have a good day. Good luck on the test and the homework, whatever else you have. Hey, Thilan. New here, what do you do? I'm building a business from scratch. Today is kind of lame because we did a whole email session yesterday and now I have to do emails again today. And I did a little bit of writing. We wrote like half of one email or something, and then I just decided to fucking stop because I'm extremely tired. I didn't sleep well, so we're gonna, maybe I could do like a little Q&A session instead or something. Let me rename my stream or something. Let's do Q&A. Is this gonna update it live? I hope so. Let's just do the Q&A. I think I'll make it a bit easier. What type of business? A digital marketing agency. So we run Facebook ads to, and we build sales funnels and run Facebook ads for landscapers to try and get them more clients. That's the general gist of it. So we're a Q&A stream now. Feel free to ask any questions. If you want to grow your own business or want to know something about the progress and how it's going or whatever else. There we go. Q&A. Renamed everywhere. Oh, there we go. Cam Show is a channel of YouTube committed to rewriting the what? Disappeared before I could finish reading it. Trying to start a game dev studio. That's interesting. So you're a game developer. What's your opinion? That's a very vague question. A game studio is extremely tough. Like, are you... I don't know much about the industry, but you gotta have at least like 2 to 3 years, as far as I'm aware, minimum to dedicate to doing a project, which may or may not work. You need to do solid marketing. You need to build a game that has a good, unique selling point. If you're interested, look into the story of Team Cherry, the guys who made my favorite video game of all time. They were an indie studio. I think it was 3 people who developed an extremely successful game. It's my favorite game of all time. And they were an independent developer studio. Have you made games before? What kind of games have you made? How's that going? How long have you been doing game dev? What's your favorite meat? Probably beef. What about you? You know what I really like as well? I really, really like duck. Duck breast is really good. When it's cooked well. When it's not, it's shit. That was the ultimate beef between Balor and Fart, dude, yeah. Amazing Fart, that was his name. Yeah, it was generational drama. I didn't realize before, actually, but drama kind of sounds like a G. Like gen and drama have a very similar pronunciation for the first letter. More like generational trauma. Yeah. Yes. You're not wrong, honestly. Why do the messages not go through sometimes? There we go. Game studio is easy to get together, but not easy to motivate, trust me. I have a team of 3. Game development's risky. You spend too many years to build one. It's hard to monetize. Yeah. You've been in this for 2 years and team members and having 8 years of experience. I mean, instead of trying to set up like a... I really don't know what to say, because it's not like it's hard to set up, but there's so much, like, if you don't have the money to be able to support the developers as like actual employees and support yourself while you do it, it's extremely hard, because then you need to either you need to get everybody on the same page that they're fine with not getting paid and that it's like a side project, but then it's going to be difficult to make something really, really good and keep everybody motivated. Or you need to do something like a Kickstarter and try and come up with some kind of idea or some kind of showcase that you can show off and try to market that to try and get money in to develop the game. And both of those things seem really tough to me. But I don't know anything about it. I'm sure there's people that are experts in that. What's your height? You look 5'6". I'm 5'6". What game is that again? What are you talking about? What game? What do you mean? Trying to make mobile games. New game every week. Is it profitable? So you want to make like scam games or like those really shitty games? How can you make a good game weekly? How is that possible? I don't know if it's going to be profitable if the games are shit. Too saturated, too many AI slops. This is also true. Are you using AI to make the games? Like, you're saying you have developers that have been working for years, but what kind of games have you made? I think that the best way to have a successful game studio is to make good games. If you're making a game a week, I promise you the games are shit. Unless you guys are going to be like the most amazing game developers of all time that you make a banger every week, but that's like unfathomable. I don't see it. Personally, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. The games need to be good if you want it to do well. It's making Talking Tom. Yeah, maybe. Talking Tom with AI. He's making Grok. Not like that. We're trying to different prototypes in a week, and we do playtesters, and if it is fun, we'll work on it. Okay, so you're trying to like put together a bunch of prototype games, and you're trying to like go through those and see if anybody finds them interesting. Well, instead, why don't you just do market research? Like, why don't you look at what games already do well, figure out what the games are missing or what features people ask for that they wish were included, try to combine genres or come up with something unique that doesn't exist anymore and build a game off of that. And you'll have you'll get much better market research doing that. You'll have a better product at the end rather than just tossing together new ideas every week. It's nice to make concrete idea first. Yeah, like put some effort. The easiest way to make like something new that's good is combine two aspects of things that already exist. So as an example, I talked to somebody about this the other day actually. As an example, there's a really interesting game that I saw recently called White Knuckle. You know those climbing games, not like the super rage ones. I guess it can be kind of rage, but you know the climbing games, right? You probably know about those. There's many different types of climbing games where you try to get high, and if you fuck up, you fall far. So somebody took that concept and turned it into a horror game. So it was a horror climbing game. So it was a super unique concept, and it was executed extremely well with a very interesting art style. So that, just to give you an idea, like try to combine two different games from different genres that have interesting mechanics and see if you can blend them together to make something new that's cool. Kind of, but Getting Over It is more of a rage game. It's a climbing game, but it's made to infuriate you. White Knuckle is like all of the motion and movement is very responsive. You only fall if you fuck up yourself, like it's your own fault. But that is still a climbing game, yes. We're trying to make small games, something like Short Hike. I don't know what Short Hike is. Let me see. Is this a mobile game? This doesn't look like a mobile game. A Short Hike looks like it's a Nintendo game. Maybe it's a different one. Not sure. Nice art style. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't know if making a game a week is the play. Not sure I'd be doing it like that. It's hard to dedicate a lot of time to like one thing in the fear that it, in the case that it doesn't work out. Obviously, you don't want to do that. But I don't really know if there's any other way you can make good games except for doing that. Need at least 100 just to publish, so make sure you have spare money. Yeah, on Steam, there's like an upfront investment, right? What games do you like? My favorite game of all time is Hollow Knight. I'm gonna turn off the AC. Stretching the legs. Do you think self-help books work? If you actually implement what they teach you, yeah. Why wouldn't they? They're really great for learning information. Apologize for my earlier comment. What did you say earlier? What is there to apologize for? Did you say something weird? Maybe YouTube moderated it? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. But you're forgiven. Whatever it is you said. But yeah, self-help books are great. I have a bunch. I think that, like, if you just read and you don't really take it seriously, then perhaps it wouldn't help you much. But I kind of like study them. Whenever I read a self-help book, I actually write down the stuff that it teaches to do. I try to internalize it. I study it as if it was a textbook. And I find it very useful. Sometimes it can really help you think about certain things in a different way. I find it really helpful. Why do you think that they wouldn't work? Is it just from what you've heard other people say? Your opinion on freelancing? It's fine. I don't know what else you want me to say. Freelancing, yeah, it's fine. It's a very vague question. Self-help books give a lot of dopamine rush that people forget to implement. Yeah. I think a lot of people read self-help books like they are fiction books. So they just read it, they hear all the stories and whatnot, but then as soon as it's done, they just don't remember anything anymore. But that's not how you gotta read it if you actually want to internalize something. You either have to read it many times, or you have to make notes. Like a textbook. It's not like just a for fun reading experience. Maybe you can walk away with like a few different perspectives on certain things, but overall, you're not going to learn a lot unless you actually put the effort in to try and learn. Mm. Should I buy new emails? Probably should. Spend a bit more money just to send to more people faster. You into MCU movies? They're okay. I don't watch a lot of movies. I liked them at one point. I remember I watched like all of them chronologically at some point like 3 years ago, and I liked them. But then after that, I just feel like it kind of fell off. Like the last MCU thing that I liked, maybe well, let me talk about some of them. I liked Spider-Man No Way Home. I liked Loki season 1 and 2 as well. I think those were like the last things Marvel related I watched. Everything else just hasn't seemed interesting to me. Getting into the real questions. Do you think socialist economy is better than capitalist? No, not at all. Capitalism is the best version of economy that we have. Easily. I don't know much about socialism itself. I know more about communism. Usually, isn't it that like socialism done poorly becomes communism or something like that? I really don't know much about the differentiation between them because people usually use them interchangeably. But communism is fucking horrendous. Well, what's the let me look up the difference between the two. Socialism emphasizes social ownership and control of the means of production to ensure a more equitable distribution of wealth and resources. No, I think that's horrendous. Can involve state ownership, worker cooperatives, okay, whatever. Reducing inequality, providing social welfare. No, horrible. Basic necessities for all citizens. No, I think that that's horrendous. No, okay, I hate socialism. Why do you think that we should help people who don't want to contribute to society? I think that social welfare is a horrible concept. I think that people getting paid for not working is stupid. Everybody should work. Even if they can't find a job, the government should give them a job like cleaning the streets or picking up garbage or something, and give them social welfare in exchange for that work. I don't think anybody should be getting paid to just sit on their ass and do nothing. Basic facilities like medical is bad. You can have like free medical care without having a socialist economy. Most of Europe has free healthcare, or at least very cheap healthcare. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with people getting paid for not doing anything. That's what I have a problem with. Also, people like, I feel like it just becomes communism, because if everybody has similar things, then like what's the benefit? I don't really know like the ins and outs of how it works. Maybe I'm just wrong, but hey Deb, I'm gonna go to the gym. Keep up the good work. Yeah, nice to see you. Hope you smash the gym. Hope you do a great job. Get those gains. But yeah, no, I don't think that equal wealth distribution is dumb, because it de-incentivizes people from working hard. The only people that complain about capitalism are the people who aren't benefiting from it. And the people that aren't benefiting from capitalism are the lazy people who don't want to work. On average. Gains, yes. So no, I don't like socialism as an idea at all. Capitalism is a perfectly fair system. You get paid based on the amount of work and you put in, and based on the amount of skills you have. And I think that that's a perfect system. Yeah, there's corruption, but there's corruption in every economy. A corrupted socialist economy is hell. So if we're going to go off of the presumption of corruption, and you're going to compare if you're going to compare a corrupt capitalist society to a perfect socialist society, well, that's an unfair comparison. So why do you think socialism is good? Hey, Mekos, or however you say it. I'm just going to say Meko. Hello. Meko is kind of a cool name. Main problem is that if we start giving money according to their hard work, then laborers working in manufacturing deserves more than anyone. This is not true. Why do you think that? Why do you think that the people in manufacturing deserve more than anyone else? If you have, let's say, I remember a guy talked about the example of, it was like a pencil factory. He said you take the guy who owns the pencil factory, and you take the guy who manufactures the pencils. What do you think is harder and who deserves more? The guy who spends 10 hours taking a piece of, whatever the inside of a pencil is, taking the wood and putting it in and making the pencil, or grinding the wood? Or do you think the guy who is managing hundreds of people doing that, having to get investment, having to make sure that the company doesn't collapse, having to handle finances so that the company does well, have a bunch of employees, have a bunch of, depending on how big the factory is, you have a bunch of government pressure as well. You have to work like 16 hours a day. I remember Elon Musk talked about how he used to work like over 20-hour days. He would sleep in his factories. Like, why do you think that the manufacturer would deserve more in this case? The business owner does so much more than anybody else. The only people, like, whenever you see business owners that are like already successful and they are done, like that, you're comparing to those people. But to get the business to the stage where they were able to do that took endless hours of work. So why do you think that the manufacturer would deserve more? They did way less work. It's so much easier. They have no stress, no responsibilities. Another thing, the business owner has to worry about if they will actually get money. The employee doesn't. The employee gets paid no matter what. They have so much protection from the government. Like, in what way? I just don't see it. Again, I think that this is an unfair comparison. Like, are you comparing an average manufacturer to a retired billionaire? Because that's also an unfair comparison. You can't compare that. I have your Discord username. You can have my Discord server. I don't know if I can drop it in chat. I'll just open it. One sec. I'll give you my Discord server. My stream's not lagging, is it? Because it looks kind of laggy on my screen. I'll give it to you in a second. Just give me a sec. There you go. No, it's going well. Okay, good. You do any job? No, I'm currently unemployed. I just work on my business. Yeah, no problem. It'll be nice to have you. We're still a very small community. I'm interested to hear more about Prem. Like, what do you have to say about what I said? Okay, there you are. If we start looking like that, then they tend to decrease the average labor wages while it creates too much gap between rich and poor. Yeah, but that's because they decrease the labor's wages because that's how much they're worth. You get paid based on your skills. If you are a computer engineer that, you know, has spent a year doing engineering, you get paid like 60, 70 grand. If you've been doing it for 10 years and you're, I mean, look, there are computer engineers. The other day I saw a headline where a computer engineer got hired by Meta for $250 million. Now, I'm not here to judge whether or not that guy was worth $250 million. But I can guarantee you that that guy is worth significantly more than a McDonald's employee. And so the wages are distributed fairly. They're distributed based on your skills, on what you can actually accomplish and what value you can provide to society. And I think that that's perfectly fair. It's all on you. If you're not valuable and you're not worth much, why should somebody else have to pay for you? Why do you think that you would deserve to get money from somebody who is smarter and harder working than you? Just because you are too lazy to learn new skills? I just don't see it. Like, I genuinely don't see why that would ever be a good idea. You're a 3D artist. Cool. We've had some 3D artists come by here before. That's neat. What do you do the art for? What kind of 3D artist? Is it video games? Is it something else? And it's a digital marketing agency. It's getting hot again already. I really want pizza. I might order a pizza. I really want pizza. Yeah, anyway, we're having one of those slow days. It's fine. We didn't do much work, but look, it's gonna happen. When you work every single day, sometimes you're gonna lag behind a little bit. Yeah, at least I did some work on my logo, which, who gives a shit? It's not gonna make us money, but you know what? While I'm here, I think I should just buy the additional emails. It's just a good idea for me to do that, I think. I think it's this one. New domain. Idea, next, get. Were we to decide which skill is worth more, since the game is supply and demand, all your skill becomes worthless when the product becomes a commodity. Yeah, but I mean, the world gets to decide what skill is worth more. If you, okay, we have a global population. We as a society get to decide what is worth most. Right now, the thing that's worth most is anything that progresses us technologically online. So computer science engineering is really high up in the terms of skills. A lot of trade labor is also very, worth a lot. Also, there's the variability of skill level that's important as well. So for example, you can have just a regular trades guy, let's just say landscaper, right? You have the regular landscaper who can do like fairly nice projects, but they're small scale, doesn't have a big team. He misaligns the rocks, can't get a perfect pour on the concrete. Well, that guy is going to be worth less than somebody who has the skill to do it perfectly, who can eyeball the measurements perfectly and get everything aligned perfectly, and he can get the job done 5 times faster. So that's how you evaluate who is worth more. And I think that that's like fair. I don't really understand what you mean. It's not necessarily the skill itself. Like, as long as the skill is marketable, which there's many skills to choose from, most of the time, it's mostly who does the better job, and that's a really simple delineation to make. Like, who is better? And the person who's better gets paid more. I am taking a look at my bank because I'm going to buy more domains, speed up the progress a little bit. I'm running out of money. I'm running out of money. I'm paying for speed. Star Serpicore and what else? Super Serpicore. That'd be cool. Launch Serpicore, maybe. Dynamic, super, cool, web, pure, lead. Grow. all click Serpicore. Pure all Serpicore. Hunter, don't do it. Don't forget the promise I made. It's all good, and it's gonna stay good unless you ruin it. Not freaky at all. Don't be weird. I'm warning you. Um, Bro, my cousin got black magic. What are you talking about? It's covered in blood. I was with him. Mine and his bed was covered in blood. It might have been a djinn. What the hell are you talking about? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. How tall are you? 5'6". For real? No. Why do you ask? Oh damn, it's a monthly price for the emails? That's brutal. You look 6'4". I am not 6'4". Why do you think I'm that tall? That is crazy if it's monthly price for each of those emails. That is nuts. Is that really it? That's crazy. Why is it so damn much per month? Bruv. I don't know if I can afford that. How tall are you, Thilan? Hmm. 5'10". Ah, nice. Good for you. Another 15 bucks a month. So I'll be spending 30 bucks a month plus another 30, 60 a month. Fuck. But it's gonna speed me up so much. And then another 15 a month. Maybe I should just do it. Yeah, let's go for it. Um, oh man, what do you think about Marxism? Well, horrible. Why? Horrendous. Killed many, many white Christians. Horrible. I don't know much about it though. So I'm not like an expert or something, can't really speak on it. 45 plus 30. How much am I going to be spending on this shit? 30 plus 15 plus 40. Fuck, 85 a month. Oh man. I should probably do it. Maybe I should check out the other services first before doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day today. Kind of a slow day, but whatever. Yeah, thanks for watching. I know it was a bit slower of a day, didn't really do much, but I'm just really tired. We'll probably do more and better tomorrow. Anyway.